Today's Seated Soliloquy focuses on Saturday's episode of Saturday Night Live. The guest was rising star, in vogue star, comedian and actor Bill Burr. It was probably the most politically incorrect episode of the show that I can recall in recent times, perhaps ever. Not since Louis C.K. made his pedophile joke in his opening monologue do I recall doing a double take and paying attention to what was clearly a Twitter storm in the making. Now, I'll get back to the opening monologue shortly, but I'll just note two other moments on the show that fall into the good, which was a mafia boss comes out of prison after 20 years and keeps making insensitive comments on various minorities or constituencies. He's constantly corrected and rebuked, for example, by not referring to a person by their preferred pronouns, them, they, and their. The bad was picking up on J.K. Rowling's transphobic comments or Pete Davidson's criticism of little giant-nosed Jew goblins, referencing several Jewish tropes, including Jews controlling the banks. And then the ugly, an opening monologue that included this, and I'm just going to quote, "The month of June is Gay Pride Month. That's a little long, don't you think, for a group of people that were never enslaved," Burr said. How did they get all of June? The black people were actually enslaved. They got February. They got 28 days of overcast weather. How about you hook them up with July? These are equator people, end quote. His bit on complaining white woman felt a little safer to me, though. Now, as a Jew, I was offended by the anti-Semitic comment, but less so by the white woman complaining all the time. I suspect a Christian woman in the Midwest named Karen might have felt the exact opposite. I couldn't help but think about comedian Bill Maher, himself no stranger to controversy, on one of his rants that we've become way too politically correct and oversensitive. Have we, though? And if so, and even if not, where's the line? What are the boundaries? How can comedians be funny when it's almost impossible to avoid offending people? Should we just lighten up and treat comedy like art or make-believe fiction? Or should we be even more vigilant, recognizing there is always truth in humor? But how the hell should I know? I'm just a talk show host.